Fuel is one of the main costs for this removalist company. Its director says it's risen 50% already this year, and the end of the excise discount will put his firm under more pressure.
We're in a really financially precarious position, the toughest moment for us since we started about 20 years ago.
Tim Bishop says the business can't afford to absorb the higher prices.
We've put up our prices, unfortunately, I think 3 times in the last financial year. So yes, every extra cost has to be passed on to customers.
The Treasurer says the nation also can't afford the $3 billion cost to extend the fuel relief.
Our responsibility to the Australian people is to manage the budget responsibly.
In the week before the March budget, the average weekly petrol price was $2.06. The 22 cents per litre cut to the fuel excise saw prices fall in April, before they rose to a peak of $2.12 in July. They're now at $1.73, but when the excise is reintroduced, prices will increase by a further 25 cents per litre.
We're likely to see fuel prices sort of transition over the 3 to 5 days after the excise cut.
The price hikes won't happen simultaneously across the country. Busy capital city petrol stations like this one will go through their stockpiled fuel charged at the lower excise rate sooner than regional and rural stations.
If there is any indication of anti-competitive conduct, we will investigate it closely, and if there's evidence of it, we will prosecute it.
In Rockhampton in rural Queensland, Beth Lee and John Bell buy their fuel in bulk. They run a farm and mowing business, and fuel accounts for 12% of their input costs.
We also have a woody weed issue on our farm, and diesel is used for the treatment of that woody weed. So we've noticed a dramatic increase in our use of diesel.
High diesel prices are here to stay, with global demand skyrocketing as more businesses switch to the fuel because of the gas crisis in Europe.
If you look at where prices are for wholesale diesel prices in Australia, they're roughly almost 25% premium to where they are at the beginning of this year.
Diesel and petrol prices are set to increase even further towards Christmas. Oil prices have been falling in recent months on fears of a global recession, but experts say a strong US dollar and fresh sanctions on Russia will push prices back up.
We'll probably see prices rebound in oil by the end of this year, and that'll likely reflect in petrol and more so in diesel come early next year.
Not great news for caravanners Ken and Glenys Wally, who've been on the road for the past 10 weeks.
Fortunately, we have an app on the phone which enables us to look in any district and find the cheapest price in that district.
But fuel has still cost them twice what they budgeted for, about $4,500.
It's been a bit of a shock to us with the lifestyle that we've set up using the caravan and hoping to travel as much as possible around Australia. I guess we weren't figuring on the sort of outlay that's confronted us this year.
And with prices continuing to rise, they'll have to stay a lot closer to home on their next trip.